Well, hello guys, welcome to a new series on the channel. I promised this in my previous little update video. I mentioned there was going to be another non-FM bit of content that was going to come out, and which would be released on come out on Sundays to sort of replace the versus save, which was a lot of fun. But if you're not an FM fan, this might be something that you might find a little bit interesting. This is a game called This War of Mine. It's been out for a little while. I think it was 2014 that it came out, but it is a really cool game, really interesting survival based game. So I'll just give you a little bit of it. It comes from the developers 11-bit Studios, so they were the team that made Frostpunk, which is another game that well might make it to this channel. And it's basically a survival game. So essentially, it's set in this made up city, Pogorin, which I can't even say. And it's in the middle of a war, and essentially your job is to survive the war. There is a ceasefire at some point, and you've got to manage to survive until that point. How the game plays out is the nice thing, and also the art style, which you'll see in a second, is really cool. So let's have a little chat through how it kind of works. So you're in a house in this city. What it seems to happen is that you kind of arrive in this house. It's not yours, and then you have the opportunity to sort of loot it and see what's there. You can build stuff, so you can build a place to cook, a place to sleep, a place to make tools, and then you build tools and stuff, and that's kind of what happens in the house. So that's in the day. So in the day you're kind of doing stuff in your house because the snipers who will shoot in the day, but at night you can go out, and then you get the opportunity to go to various different places. Some of them quite easy, there's very little risk. Some of them's a lot of risk to go to, so you don't want to be going there without a weapon. Problem is, weapons are hard to come by at the start of the game, so you have to kind of start easy, build up your abilities within your house, your community, your little community of 3 people. So 3 individuals in the house. Those are randomized at the start of the game, and then at night you send one of your people out to go and loot somewhere to bring back some more stuff to try and build increasingly bigger and better things. The slight difficulty is you have to manage the need to eat, the need to drink, the need to sleep, and also at night you might well also get looted. So you need to leave someone behind appropriately weaponed up, and they can get injured, they can get killed, and all your stuff can get nicked. So it's really quite difficult, this game, really quite difficult, but it's a huge amount of fun. And if you've not come across it, I imagine it's fairly cheap on Steam now, so I would recommend you guys going to give it a go. This is This War of Mine. Let's get in there. We are not going to go in the stories. We may come back to do some of the stories, but we are going to try and work our way through the kind of story-based game. So we're going to do the way the episodes will work. We'll do one day and one night as an episode, and we'll just do it like that as we go. So we're gonna go with another try. Yeah, we're going to randomize who we get, so there's an opportunity to have any of these people. There's a few new people, as you can see. This is from Final Cut. I don't know what that's about, but we'll see who we get. I'm not entirely sure about the save function, so we'll just kind of work our way through, and I'll talk through things as we go. I'll need to check volumes and all those sort of things. So as you can see, I mean, look at the art style on this. It is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. It's a bit dark, but hopefully you get the picture. So as you can see, this is our house. It is, you know, it's seen better days. We've got a massive hole in the side, which ain't great. Various other holes, and you can see we've got 3 people in there. Here we go. So, surrounded in the capital by the government military, the rebels refuse to surrender, caught in the middle of fighting with no running water or phones, struggling with a lack of food, medications, and medications are civilians. In the Civil War, everyone is affected one way or another. Roman used to fight for the rebels, but he became disillusioned and ran away. I guess this is Roman. I think he's the cook. Enrica came to the capital fleeing persecution in her hometown, and Bruno, or maybe that's Bruno, I don't know. Bruno has been cut off from the siege from his home and his dearest friends. Homeless, on the run, and with nothing to lose but their lives, they banded together to survive. And here we are. So we start at 6:01. When it gets to, I think, 7 o'clock, we then move on. So you can see Bruno is there, he's a good cook. Roman, trained in combat, and Enrica has a sneak quality. So you can see around here we have various bits and pieces that they'll need to go and have a look at. So we're going to start kind of searching, seeing what we've got, sending the various people to various places. We want to kind of make the most of this early on. So yeah, we'll take all of these things. So various bits and pieces. Well, we got components, sugar, wood, all of these things come in useful later on. So there we go. Now we've got some water. We're gonna have to. Oh, we've got a weapon. That is very useful at the very start of the game. I was saying that you don't get that, so that is good. Some components, so weapon components to build. We got what are they? Parts. So at the minute we're just filling up our inventories, and we'll continue to do this until we get a little bit further on. So yeah, oh, some chicken as well. So that's good. Right. You can go up there and try and sort that out. So he's going to have to go through this pile of crap by his hands, and then he'll go through the other side. Looks like I've got something to have a look in there. So you, my friend, can go and have a look at that. And where's my other guy? Down there. You can go down there. There you go. Don't say I don't do anything for you. We've got some chicken. No one's hungry at the minute, so that's fine. Oh, it's a chair. Make him go and sit down. I imagine he's happy with that, isn't he? Right, well, you, sir, can go and do that. Right, and so some more chicken. This is going very well. The weapon really is good, but so we'll try and break our way through there, and there's a couple of other things to search. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to get him to go through there. Nice. So we're making good time at the minute. We will want to build a bed probably early on. We've got a lockpick as well, which is nice. And this is going very, very well early on. And we will need to use that lockpick right away, actually, and then we'll go into the old cupboard. You can go through there. There you go, nicely done. Hopefully, there's nothing there. This guy will come up here. There's another cupboard to have a look at up there. It's only the morning at the minute, so we don't need to worry about any of that. We will put a bed in, as I said. That doesn't count as a bed, unfortunately. So we've got a few other bits and pieces, nothing particularly exciting. Can we get through there? See if we can. There's mate over here, though. Everyone's trying to work their way through. Oh, the door is locked. So what we'll do, I think, is get him coming down and get him building a bed, probably in the big room here. All right, here we go. Yeah, they're all working hard, which is very good. So we should have enough to build a bed at this point. So it's not cold at the minute. We've got a radio, a chair. We do have a chair to sit on anyway, but we will build a bed. I'm going to place that probably. Place it there. So it will mean that people will be able to sleep at that point. So that's pretty good. So we should hopefully have a little bit more stuff to deal with. Brian, come on, mate, through there. That's locked. Great. Come on, this can't be locked as well, can it? No. So another lock pit. We can use that then on this locked cupboard. Oops, no. There we go. So I think there's about 3 or so different houses at the start of the game that you can get. Wow, some bandages as well, or medicine. That's pretty good. So a good haul early on. We'll a few things to deal with internally that would be nice to get, so we can sleep now. You, matey, can go and sit on the chair. I think that's fine. So we have a bed. What else do we need? Do we put a kitchen workshop in there at this point already? I think that's not a bad idea. We'll make one of those. We'll put it in the kitchen because that's kind of where kitchens go, isn't it? Right, mate, you can go. And that way we will be able to cook food, which is particularly important in this game. So we're coming towards the end of day 1, and then we'll have to make the decision who we let move forward and who we keep behind. Now they will have different amounts of space, each one of them that they can fill. So some of them will have the advantage of just being able to carry more than others, which is obviously a good thing especially in these early days. So let's have a little think about what we want. So we've got, we're pretty much there anyway, but let's have a look at what we can do in addition. What do we need? We've got our things here. So we've got a good number of these components, good number of wood and parts. So just check what we need for various things. So the metal workshop will be good. We actually have enough to make that, which will be a good thing to start with. But I think we'll look to get a few more of these things. The moonshine still, we don't need to do that yet. The metal workshop, I think, is going to be important, and also the rainwater collector is going to be good. Just to be able to get water, and you need the water to be able to do the cooking. So all of these things need to happen. The radio, we'll see, but I don't think we need that. So where is everyone? I don't think anyone can do anything more at the minute. I think it's 7:30 then. I could have gone through here actually, but I didn't think about that. We'll do that next time. But we have the cooking spot, we have the bed. Those are 2 fairly important things. There you go. It's 8 o'clock. Sorry, not. So here's the options that we have. We can either go to a quiet house over here, so there's lots of food, meds and parts, but it's a calm area. It's still inhabited, and it's kind of already sort of saying, are we willing to steal at this point? I mean, this is where we are, this is where that is. It's a long way away. We have either a ruined villa. They say some people still live there against all odds. They might have some supplies, or an abandoned cottage. It's been abandoned. Might find some things useful. So interestingly, we don't have. We've already got some food. We've got some meds. So that's not super amount of importance. I think materials are what we want at the minute. So we're going to be looking for components. components, wood, and the other thing, which I can't remember what it is, but we'll look for those. So as you can see, they all only have 10 space in their backpack, so I don't think at the minute it's going to be important. So one of them can sleep in the bed, one of them can sleep. We don't need to worry about this at the moment. And we will send Roman out. He's got these. We could take him. We could give him the knife, but I think we won't at the minute because there's no need. We aren't going to get accosted while we're out there. All right. Okay. Yeah, lots of stuff. So we'll have a look at what we've got. As I say, we want the components. We want wood. Yeah, what are these things? And parts. So we'll take that. I will grab it all, and then I'm gonna. I don't want to take the wood either. Right. Okay. So we'll have a little look through that. I don't think I can go through this anyway. So there's nobody about. We're probably going to come back out here anyway. And we'll move through the house because there might be some interesting thing. There are also things like things you can barter with. So if we see any of those things, this here indicates this movement. And you can see here, we've only got a certain amount of time before we have to leave. So electrical parts, we'll take those. At the moment, I don't think I'll take anything more out of that. I'm just looking for those components. I'm looking just to build a few things back at the ranch. Let's see there. We've got a good few components, another parts. I don't think we need thousands of components. We might leave the components. There we go. So 4. So that's a lot of components there. We'll leave the rest there. Exit there. We'll see if we can get some anything else. I mean, if there's food, we will probably take the food. Okay. I'm not going to say no to that. The teddy bears are interesting. I mean, at the moment we don't need that. There's water there. That's useful for cooking at the minute, so we'll have that. There is more food, but yeah, that will take up that last spot, and I don't really want to do that in case I can find something more interesting. I can take more of those. Good. Okay. I think there are some bits up here that are interesting to take, but it is sort of, yeah, there we go, have that as well. No, we'll go up here, something to look at. We aren't going to spend too long out here. On the first day they robbed us, 2 days later they murdered our girl. I shot every one of them, but I don't want to use the gun anymore. It's broken and buried in the backyard. Next part looks shaky. If you're reading this, don't look for me. Okay, fair enough. I won't, mate. Yeah, okay, we can take 4 of those. What I might do is go for the wood then and just do that. Okay, we'll leave it at that and we'll return. Okay guys, well this pretty much sums up the first episode. Hope you enjoyed it. This is early days. Hopefully we can survive this the wilds of this this game. There is a lot of stuff that goes on. Early game, it's a little bit easier because they don't tend to rob you. They don't tend to try and kill you quite as much. So here we go, day 2. He's got a lot of stuff. Good old Roman. So we will leave it there. There's no pause button, which is the more slightly annoying thing in this game. I guess it keeps you on your toes, so we have to come to this page just as we're doing the outro. If you have enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you're new to the channel and you like the look of this game, hit that subscribe button, and hopefully I will see you in the next episode. Leave a comment down below if you enjoy this game. What's your strategy? What do you try and build first? It'll be interesting to hear your ideas on how what makes good game progress, and what's the easiest kind of sort of pattern to go down. I mean, I think it's gone a little bit easier than it normally does, because we've already got a knife, we've already got some meds, so we've already got a bunch of food. So I had a little playthrough before I started this, just to remind myself of the game, really, about a week ago, and I got hardly any food. I didn't see a knife at all, and it was hard going right from the off, but we've been lucky this time. We've been lucky. Okay, guys, as I say, if you have enjoyed that, make sure you come back. I'm going to be trying to put these out on Wednesday 7 p.m. and Sunday 7 p.m. So keep an eye out for those. Okay, guys, see you later in episode 2. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.